with flashbacks, struggling past that, trying to make sense of the abstract.
Welcome to Green Talk by Greencast Solutions on KCAA NBC Radio and iHeartRadio. We were not able to fit everything in the first show, so we have my brother from another mother, Rakaa Iriscience, back with us today.
Man, good to still be here.
And we are still here recording live at Greencast Solutions Sesh. My name is Kano, Mr. Hello. You can follow me on Instagram at CANO_BATION, and I'm here with my lovely and amazing sister from another Mr.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Angela Mazzanti, back again. I already know you missed me. And big shout out to Green Care Solutions. Call them for any of your medical needs. They've got doctors 24/7 to help you. 951-609-4071. Now, we are only hosts of Green Talk, so we can't give you any medical advice, but go ahead and give them a call. They'll be able to help you out with any of that. And you do have to be 21 years old and older to purchase cannabis in California, so please keep that in mind.
So we are here again with Rakaa, the legendary Rakaa.
Yeah.
He tried the can of hookah. We talked about the sessions.
Wow.
How'd you like the can of hookah?
Wow. I thought it flew because I looked over and it was gone. I thought it took off.
Told you it's a rocket
That was
ship.
serious. You said one hitter quitter. I think I probably should have listened to you. But I'm feeling real nice. I'm feeling no pain right now, I must say. Feeling no pain.
As it should. Again, that's our award-winning 5-time Greencast Solutions. Again, you can get in contact with them at 951-609-4071. Okay, again, some things that you will need to know about when you come to a sesh. The quality over quantity.
Quality matters.
So, Angela, I'm going to ask you, if I go to a booth and I'm going to spend $5 for a gram, what you think?
Truthfully, my opinion is if you only have $5, probably don't spend it on weed. But if you really need it, if you're dealing with some pain or anything like that, spend it on the best that you're going to get. I would say go quality over quantity.
That part. All right, so if you come to this place, you're essentially going to spend $10 at least minimum for a gram of some decent or good marijuana, 15 to 20 for that, exclusive stuff. If you're getting a cart, for example, a real cart, let's talk about these carts as fake carts.
Let's talk about that.
If you're spending $10 for a brass knuckle cart, which is no longer even in business, you're getting ripped off. Mario Karts, I don't think that Mario Brothers...
Can we talk about where that
Mario
came
Kart.
from? Because all of a sudden, we've been doing sessions a lot, and then all of a sudden this brand Mario Kart pops up, and everyone starts going crazy.
It's not even real, I guarantee.
Is that real?
Yes, they're for example, when we get done with this, we're going to walk
No
around.
disrespect to Mario. I don't know Mario Kart. I thought you were, that's ill, though.
No, check this out. So obviously Mario Brothers is actual corporate thing. There's no way in heck that Mario...
Or Nintendo.
Nintendo, for that matter. Nintendo did not authorize any of these things to be made. So they're being made fake, and they're being sold as real things, which are obviously not good for your health. There's pesticides and things that do not pass that'll hurt you, and that's not what you want.
Not only that, but Steezy actually came out and talked about that there's so many fake carts, and you can honestly find a lot of the packaging for Brass Knuckles, for Steezy, for any of these brands on Amazon now.
Wow.
Yes,
So you can put anything in there.
Wow.
And sometimes you don't know what you're getting unless you're getting it from a licensed, reputable seller like Green Care Solutions.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
for all of your needs, I would contact Green Care Solutions at 951-609-4071. All of their product is lab tested, and you're guaranteed to get that top product, that top notch, good. Again, quality over quantity. Make sure that you're spending if you're spending $40 for a cart, $50 for a cart, you're probably getting the right price. You're spending $20 to $25 for some wax, you're probably getting the good, legit stuff.
Right.
Anything underneath that, you're probably hurting yourself, and you should definitely tell that vendor, please do not sell me that. Respectfully is what I mean.
But there's also a big difference between going to the sessions and going to an actual medical shop. At the
True story.
sessions, a lot of the times, a lot of these vendors are selling wholesale, so they're selling at the price that they're selling to these shops at. And when you go to a shop, you get taxed on top of it, which is part of the whole new Prop 64 law.
Absolutely. And again, so, take advantage of the opportunities of these sessions that are going on here in California as
While
you
you
can.
can.
Exactly. Because
So what's the deal with these sessions? So these sessions are open, swap meets or like farmers markets type situations, or is that how they're set up?
Okay, so from my understanding, from Prop 215, you're allowed to have these kind of sessions and stuff of that nature. You can have an organized events. And pertaining to licensing and stuff like that, you're allowed to throw these events. Now, after January the 9th, what had happened, is supposed to happen, is what we're doing right now, This is no longer legal. You're only supposed to be able to do these things pertaining to like fairgrounds with proper licensing,
permits and
permits
everything.
and all that. So that's now Prop 64, which just came into effect in 2019. So essentially, all this that we're seeing and enjoying right now will go away. You'll never having to go inside of a dispensary and spend like say $45 for your eighth, and then you're going to get taxed like that $15 or something of that nature. So it's definitely going to change. 2019 is definitely going to be a different change in the weed game. Rakaa, it's going to be a trip. Like, I know in one of the songs, you're going to have to go back to charging like $1,000 for a zone. Real talk.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's unfortunate that there's a lot of. I feel like this whole industry is also kind of being extorted to a certain extent. You
Absolutely.
know, I mean,
Completely.
when you have a situation where you look at your bottom line and more than half of what you're doing is going effectively toward, you know, government regulations and different things of that nature, then it's kind of like you're doing this for the government, possibly under threat of being arrested by the government, which is a really trippy position to be in. You know, the tax situation is crazy. You have a situation where you're pretty much getting taxed on gross, even though you have expenses. So It's really hard to really make it happen. So it's a tough business, man. And I think there are a lot of people that are taking advantage of the situation instead of, you know, at the top. But that's also, you know, on the other hand, you kind of got to take the bitter with the sweet. You know, companies, you know, like Green Care Solutions have been able to navigate that and put out top quality product and also not just product, but also connect lifestyle through media, taking it to the people, talking to the people, and bringing the clean, proper product to the people. And understanding that there's a connection, you know, you have to build that bridge. So, you know, people that are investing in that and doing it right, you know, I think those people are gonna succeed. But the people that thought they were maybe gonna be able to skirt by on personality and packaging or whatever the case might be, I mean, I think there's gonna be a lot of rude awakenings, and unfortunately for some very good people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unfortunately for some very good people. So.
And Angela, like, you know, what trips us out, like, for example, me and Miss Angela, I know she's very humble, but she's a very big entity in the weed community. Like, this is our employment, you know, this employs a lot of people, and it's unfortunate that the government doesn't see how much employment this community is that we has and does.
Well, I mean, I feel like part of the problem is like a lot of these government officials who are making these laws don't have experience in the cannabis industry to know like how things have been and how we've kind of like structured our own things, and now they're coming up and changing it because based off of what they know from other businesses, when it's not really the same at all. But I mean, it could go good either way. Even for people like us, this could be a big break in advertising for large-scale brands and like really getting into like big money and making this like a huge career and getting to the point where it's like we're on billboards, stuff like that. So I mean, good and bad in certain aspects.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely think it's a good and bad. The state of it is good and bad, and I think it's also a very confusing. You know, things are always in flux. There's a lot of interpretation of things happening. Things are happening county to county and neighborhood to neighborhood, and tax
it's gonna
things
be just all learned.
Yeah, it's learning. You know, it's learning something as it's being built. It's learning to, you know, drive a car while they're playing. While, you know, it's one of those type of things where it's being built while you have to master it and keep it on the road. And that's you know, not everybody has the nerves for that. Not everybody has the vision. Not everybody has the resources or the ability to strategize.
Right.
And not everybody can see beyond just that and see how they need to do things like this to connect people and to bring it to people and let the product connect with the message. I think, you know, for me, like I have a degree in advertising. Like when I went back to school and got my degree in advertising just because I had a passion for propaganda. I wanted to understand how propaganda works. So I went back and that's really what it is, like to see how certain places are doing it. Something like this radio show being sponsored right next to the this is a very important thing, and it's a very powerful way to do it, and this is the right way to do it for the future. Everything has to connect and go right to the people.
I agree with that 100%. You know, there is a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs to this. And again, you know, it's going to be on a different level in 2019. A lot of changes, and it may, you know, be for the better for some people, may be for the worse for some individuals. But you know, in life, you have to adapt to every situation, adapt to that situation, and grow. So,
absolutely, literally,
adapt
to that situation and grow.
So again, if like for you're a company right now, you're not licensed, you're not knowing exactly the laws or any of that nature.
Or the route to take.
Or what route to take, all you need to do is contact Green Care Solutions at 951-609-4071. Again, Green Care Solutions is award-winning. They're award-winning with this product right here. That is that Canna Hookah by
Oh.
Green Care Solutions. That 5-time award winning, as a matter of fact, that 5-time award winning. And
I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6th award right now, man.
That's
Yeah. I'm gonna go
right.
ahead and co-sign that. I give it 6 awards.
That's what it is. You know, Rakaa
Yeah.
and Rakaa smokes that
Dilated
good.
expansion team trophy medal.
You know, hey, you got to take. I would
Title.
take that award. Hey, Green Care, mark that in your checkbook. This dude's been all around the world smoking that good. So he's co-signing this right here. Also, they got those good cartridges that they just dropped, ladies and gentlemen, and that's made out of some dope shatter out of their purple punch. They turned it into shatter, and then they flipped it and turned it into a nice little sauce for you guys in the cart. So you know, you got some goodness right here. It's lab tested as well. Angela, have you tried the new carts yet?
I have not, but I got one for the road so that I can try it in the comfort of my own home.
You don't want to get slumped by any of the edibles, right?
I do not. I would rather not.
I was telling her, I'm just teasing, but we've been smoking this blunt right here for the last 2 shows. I don't
Wow.
even know how long that's been. It's still a lot
Still
left.
going.
It's fighting back. I think it's getting bigger again. I think it's growing.
Probably.
I definitely am higher than a giraffe right now. I'm sitting here looking around. It's a great place we're at. We're at the Green Care Solutions Sesh right now. Angela, Rakaa. We having a good time, ladies and gentlemen?
We are. So now sometimes you go to these sessions, you're hanging out with your friends, seshing, anything like that. You start getting a little too high.
Yeah.
Kano, do you know anything that could probably help with that?
Well, you know that there's these things you can call, get a ride, ask somebody, get a ride. But also there's something called CBD that we can get into. CBD is something that helps you in every aspect. It does not get you high. I know a lot of people get this interpretation, oh, I don't want to try it. CBD is great for you. CBD can help you in very many ways with your pain, with anxiety, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you everything, but Green Care Solutions at 951-609-4071 can help you with all of your needs. But I will say CBD can help you in a lot of ways.
And there's so many different ways to take it now. You can do
Absolutely.
tinctures, topicals, they have bath
Sublinguals.
bombs, sublinguals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Do you use any kind of CBD, Mr. Rakaa?
Sounds like
Yeah,
it.
a little bit. Yeah. I haven't really been that experienced with it, but I've lately been starting to deal with it a little bit, and it's helpful. It's definitely helpful. I mean, there's times that you want to get the therapeutic benefits that are there without some of the other benefits that may not be appropriate for the situation at that time.
True story.
And like you were saying earlier, like if you at a sesh like this, if you're coming here because you want to be you're gonna be high, you're gonna be elevated, then make sure you have your situation straight. Call a car service or get a taxi or have somebody there to pick you up.
Absolutely.
But if you're here because you have some issues that may be able to be dealt with, and talk to the people over at Green Care, talk to someone else and figure out what you can do to get onto the CBD side of things, because I think you can really get a lot of those benefits. Coming out of the jiu-jitsu world, a lot of people in that side of things are really starting to explore, because so much of it has to deal with strain and stress and back issues and things like that CBD seems to really help on a physical. I can't say for sure, like I'm not a doctor either, but it seems to give them some relief and some comfort in dealing with that without giving them having to deal with or without the psychoactive side of it, or without getting high or whatever. So yeah, I think it goes hand in hand. Like there are different people here for different reasons, and I think that's the other beauty of a sesh like this, is there are definitely people here for various reasons, and there are people here across that spectrum. There are people here only for edibles. There are people here only for CBD. There are people here, only to figure out the highest THC count they can find, and there's people here that want all of that in one. Easy. And so yeah, there's a space for everybody and a place for everybody. So that's the greatness here.
I definitely say, hey, Angela, do you use any CBDs?
I do. I actually really like CBD flower. There was a time in my life I did just try to smoke CBD to see how it kind of affected me, and I really did like it. It's not the prettiest, but it does its job, surprisingly. I was a little scared at first that it was going to get me high. I just wasn't sure what to expect.
Okay.
But the bath bombs are really good too, lotions, anything like that. I mean, you can't go wrong with it, and I mean, it's friendly for all ages in the right spectrum. I mean,
That's true. Anybody can use it. I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are. You can benefit from it.
Yeah,
I think,
speaking of age, I'm not to cut you out, brother, but you talk about age. That's a very serious thing too. For CBD, there are a lot of people that I know that are, as you get older, the people that are above you are getting older too, and to see a lot of them, the amount of tradition, I guess, hard chemical-based pharmaceuticals that they, get advised to take or whatever, and the fact that some of these things each one of those things comes with their own side effects, and they could cause other problems, and it's just, so I think that it's also good that the overall stigma is kind of dissipating slowly, because older generations that traditionally, just because of the nature of being from a different era, were never open to this, and this could really, really help a lot of those people, in my opinion, in my non-doctorate opinion. It could really help them.
Well, I mean, I think here's the thing that I hope that I want to try to elaborate on what he is saying. For example, everybody has their own opinions, and I'm not here to change your opinion, but let's keep it 1,000. If you're taking pills, you're gonna have side effects. It's gonna mess up your system in some way, shape, or form. It may help you in some way, but every piece of drug that they're giving to you, it does have side effects. I know that people frown on marijuana as they're drinking their alcoholic beverages and getting drunk and stuff of that nature. I'm going to say this: marijuana has a lot of things that can help you with. It does not make you a dum-dum because you smoke marijuana. I just think don't have a biased opinion. Marijuana can help you in many mannerisms. Please seek out the right individuals like Green Care Solutions at 951-609-4071. Try it before you have an opinion. It can help you in more ways than you think.
Absolutely. I think finding a quality licensed outlet, people that know what they're doing. I mean, you could get you could go around and try to shop by price, and you could just give yourself a headache and burn your throat out.
Wing it.
Yeah, burn your throat out and mess up the house for no reason. Like
that part.
Going back to the other session, we're talking about quality over quantity. I think to spend you're spending because these are people that know what they're doing. They're not trying to nickel and dime you, and you shouldn't be trying to nickel and dime them. Like, you go there because it's a quality situation, and, I think that's important. If it's going to be something like this, I think that's important. If you care about yourself, if you care about what you're doing, then you should go to a licensed outlet. I think, Green Care Solutions, a place like Green Care, they obviously care. They didn't just put a storefront out and say, hey, hope people drive by. Like, they're bringing you a station like this and a session like this, a sesh like this to really bring it to the people and let you know that they're there. So, support them as they're supporting you, man. I think that's really important.
Again, thank you, everybody that is tuning in worldwide. You can catch us 24/7 on iTunes. Please make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube page at Green Talk on YouTube. Follow us on iTunes, Green Talk 24/7. Thank you again for Rakaa for being in the house tonight. Legendary Rakaa from the Dilated crew.
Thank you for having me, man. Yeah.
And again, my sister from another Mr.
Angela Mazzanti, you already know. Go ahead and check me out on Instagram. Follow Green Care Solutions on Instagram at Green Care Solutions 420, and go ahead and go onto my site. I've got some nice little rolling trays that I just dropped, so cop yourself one of those. Roll your weed on me.
Oh, roll your weed on me. Really, really? Well, that's something
that's the only chance y'all ever get.
You know what? These boys or ladies are going to have this. Okay, they're going to be listening to this. Can I really roll something on Angela? She meant to roll on the tray, lady. You're not that lucky. You don't get to physically roll it on her. All right, make sure that you guys are also getting that Green Care Solutions, that can of hookah, that 5-time award-winning can of hookah. Make sure you guys get that. Check out their carts. Make sure you're following them on Instagram at Green Care Solutions 420. All right, we're going to get up out of here. My name is Kano, CANO_BATION on Instagram. And make sure that you're following me. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. Big ups again to the legend in the house, Rakaa. How can we follow you? How can we get your music? What you got coming up? Let's go.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm at The Real Rakaa Instagram, The Real Rakaa Twitter, The Real Rakaa pretty much wherever it is. Music, I'm going to come back up and do something special with the music, man. Like, I'm going to have to come up and speak to you guys again. But there's multiple projects are happening this year. And, there's like I said, 2020 is next year. And there's that represents a lot for Dilated Peoples on a number of levels. So, we're going to be celebrating, if nothing else, and we're going to be partying. So whatever that means, that's what that's going to be. But please continue to support Evidence, support Babu, support the whole Dilated Peoples is a crew and a family as much as it's a group. So yeah, we continue to support each other. Big up to that Dilated crew again. Yeah. We appreciate you guys being here again. Before I sign off, I want to say big ups to Evidence from Dilated, big ups to Babu, the whole Dilated crew. Check them out. Make sure that you check out all of their music. And make sure you are following my sister from another Mr. Angela. AM. And we are out of here. Let's go.
Nah, to the mid-city, LA guard. My fault, shaking LA hard. Body armor couture, sound class, uniform, go tour. Don't fatigue, energy so pure. Knock out all the learned iconic rights, famous lefts playing. I don't blame the rep. Stairway to heaven, climb the tower like a game of death. The time is now, future's coming, and the past left. I study power to the people while the class slept. I'm undefeated till my last step. I'm on my feet until my last breath. The marathon thought, run it, but I never ran. With the Van City fam, then I'm off the caravan. A caravan with dilated junkie and the weatherman. Ready for the lights in action, and I stay aware of cameras. Rest in peace to say out. Enough questions, tough answers. R.I.P. to MCA.